So let's all come to our mat space. Just check we've got anyone else who's joined. No, that's it so far. All right. So let's come to our mat space. I'm going to begin in a kneeling position. So you can sit back into your knees. Just get comfy. Okay, wiggle from side to side with the hips. And then rest your hands on your knees. And then start to roll the shoulders up and back. Think about breathing in through the nose as you roll up, and then breathing out through the nose as we lower those shoulders down. Good, and just focusing on this slow movement through the upper shoulders to start your session, start your yoga practice. Focus on thinking about breathing in the rest of the evening, and then breathing away the day we've just had. Good, in and out through that nose. Try to keep your hands on the thighs. Starting off with a slow, gentle movement through the shoulders. Good job for showing up to your mat practice. Keeping that consistency going. Giving yourself this time to move and breathe and flow with your body. Good, and then come to stillness. We're going to take opposite hands to the thigh and then drop the ear down to the shoulder. Good, staying nice and still. Find that stretch through the neck in 5. Big breath in, big breath out in 4. Just focus on your breathing in 3. In 2. Lovely, in 1, take that head back. Over to the other side. Switch the hands, so alternating. Good. Just feel that side stretch on the neck. Maybe it feels the same. Deep breathing in and out through that nose. Good. Big breath in. Big breath out. 2 more breaths, everybody. Good, 1 more breath. Nice, take the arms above the head, interlace those fingers, and then take a side reach. Choose that side, and then take that elbow up, lift the chin and look up. In 3. Nice, try not to let those elbows bend. Reach up, long straight arms. In 2, feeling your lat muscles, latissimus dorsi, rib cage, intercostal muscles, all stretching. Good, and 1, release, hands to the floor. Take a deep breath in, shoulders to ears. Deep breath out, back and down. Reach up on your next inhale. Interlace those fingers, extend towards the ceiling, and lean to the other side. Good. Look up, rotate the shoulder on the top to the back in 3. Maybe raise those eyebrows. In 2, makes you feel like you're reaching out longer. In 1, hands to the floor. Can sweep up, take an inhale, open the chest, cactus the arms. Hands to the floor, inhale. Exhale. I want you to add a bit of a back bend in here. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, lift the chin and look up. So we're arching that spine. Good, rounding down. Inhale. Exhale. Good, inhale. Exhale. 1 more time, inhale. We're going to pause with that cactus position, arms in 3. Good, opening that heart space in 2. Nice, in 1. Release your hands, give the shoulders a bit of a shrug and a wiggle. Good, and then forwards. Take the hands behind your back, interlace those fingers. And then gently lean the head to the side. Find that side neck stretch again. Hands behind the head helps to promote the chest to stay upright. Stacking the shoulders in 3. If your knees are becoming a little bit uncomfortable, just pop down to your bottom, crossing the legs. In 2. Good, over to the other side in 1. Holding for 3. Keep the breathing steady here, everybody. In 2. Lovely, in 1. Nice job. If we're on our knees, let's swivel around to our bottom. Hands to the side. Find that lateral stretch, taking inhale to center. Exhale, leaning, find that reach. Inhale to center. Exhale, lean and reach. So move with your breath here. Option to flow, not necessarily fast, but take the rhythm with the breath. Inhale to center. Exhale to the side. Inhale to center. Exhale to the side. Now focus on what those elbows are doing, or the hand that touches the floor, the arm that touches the floor. Try to bring the elbow down to the floor. Good, in 5. Nice. Notice those knees want to lift up. We've got to push them down. In 4. Good. I'm just counting those seconds here. No matter what you're breathing, find that rhythm. In 2. Lovely job. In 1. Come to center. Seated supine twist. Take the right hand behind you. Fingers touching the floor or hand touching the floor. Left hand to outer right knee. Twist to the back. Good. Or twist around to the back. Look behind you. Nice job, everybody. In 3. So we're moving through our thoracic spine here. In 2. Love. In 1. Swivel to the other side. Left hand behind. Right hand to left knee. In 3. In 2. In 1. Back to center. Listen carefully. Hands under the knees. So we're going to call these hollow holds. So I want you to lower onto your back and then come all the way back up to seated. Keep those feet off the floor. So leaning back and then up to seated into this hollow position. In 3. Good. In 2. Nice, everybody. In 1. Step the feet to the floor. Arms long. Engage that core. Hold it here in 3. Feet are on the ground right now. Okay. In 2. Arms at shoulder height. In 1. Let's do that rock back. Keep your body in this position though. So you're rocking back. Come up to that seated. Woo. In 3. Nice, everybody. Try not to lean into the pose. Try not to round that spine. Think about lifting that chest and shoulders back. In 2. Looking up at those toes. Nice. 1 more. Lovely. Cross the ankles. Plant the hands onto the mat. Step back to downward facing dog. So meet me in downward facing dog. Good. Stretch out those legs through the calves, hamstrings. Press the weight evenly in both hands. Heel tap the floor. Good. Taking a few more breaths here. In 3. In 2. In 1. Take an inhale to high plank. You might need to adjust that stance. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look at your toes. Inhale, high plank, looking at the fingers. Exhale, downward dog. 2 to go. Inhale, high plank. Let's start to engage and squeeze our tummy muscles. Exhale, downward dog. Last 1. Inhale, high plank. Drop your knees, lower the body all the way to the floor. Nice job, everybody. Laying on our front, take an inhale to cobra. All the way up if we want to go up. Keep those arms straight, look forwards. Exhale, chin to the floor. Tuck the toes, meet me back in downward facing dog. Either push through that high plank or that half plank. Lovely. Take an inhale, look forwards. Exhale, walk or jump to the wrists and fold. Grab the elbows, ragdoll position. Just gently rock the upper body left and right. Try to move the feet as well. So as you lean to the left, lean into the left side of the foot, or the left side on both feet. And as you lean to the right, bring all the weight to the right side of the feet. So this is helping to stretch out and just mobilize the ankles. Make sure you're gazing to the back of the room. Head is so heavy right now, drawing as close to the floor as you can, letting all of that lower spine, that lumbar region, just lengthen, get some space in there. Release your hands to the mat. Take an inhale, swing them behind you, interlace the fingers, rest your elbows there, or to go deeper into the shoulder, drop the hands over the top of the head.
Now I want you to focus on the stretch through the legs. Focus on straightening the legs a little inch further and then re-bending. As you inhale, you straighten. As you exhale, you soften and bend. Good, in 3, inhale, straighten. Exhale, soften and bend. Good, inhale, straighten the legs. Exhale and bend. Last one. Inhale, straighten those legs. Exhale and bend. Good, hands to the floor. Take an inhale to halfway hold, lifting up that chest, flat spine. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step or jump back to high plank. Squeeze your core. Good, for those 3 shifts, let's push back to downward facing dog as we exhale. Inhale to high plank. Now remember, the shoulders need to be in line with your wrists. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to high plank. Exhale to down dog. Last one. Keep it going. Good. We're going to lower our body to the floor, either from your knees or from that high plank position. Body touches the ground. Inhale to cobra. Now with your feet, I want your feet touching behind you. So just gaze behind, draw them close together in 3. Nice, everyone. Push the shoulders to the back of the room. In 2, this should feel very active here. Lovely. In 1, chin kisses the floor. Tuck the toes, meet me in downward facing dog. So you can push up through that high plank. And then downward facing dog. Nice job. Take an inhale, look forwards at your wrists. Exhale, walk to the wrists and fold. Inhale to halfway lift, hands on the shins, straighten out that spine. Exhale, release the hands to the mat. Dangle here for a few moments. Good, take an inhale, halfway lift again. Exhale, fold, and then begin to roll up the spine. So we're rounding through that spine to start with, gently leaning forwards and then stacking one by one. Take an inhale, lift that right knee into the chest, standing half leg Tadasana. Find a bit of balance here. Think about pushing the shoulders backwards and then circle that ankle which is lifted in 3. Breathing in and out through the nose. Ujjayi breath in 2. Good. Release the hands in 1. Let's continue that motion in 3. Nice, everybody. In 2. In 1, step back to warrior 1. So a halfway step. Front toes, left toes facing forwards, right toes facing out 45. Now your hips should be facing the front. Square those hips to the front. Reach the arms up, take an inhale. Good, bend into that front knee a little bit more. Exhale. 1 more breath here. Inhale. Squeeze those ears. Exhale. Good, hands to the mat. Step back. High plank. Take an inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lovely. Inhale, look forwards. Exhale, walk or jump to the wrists. And fold. Nice job. Halfway lift. Let's go. Inhale up. Exhale, hands back to the mat. Good. Roll up that spine. Lifting the left leg with you. Tucking it tightly into the chest. Standing half leg Tadasana. Take an inhale. Circle that ankle. Exhale. In 3. Try to adjust that position. Focus on your posture. In 2. Release the hands on 1. Keep circling that ankle. Keep gazing forward. Squeeze your tummy muscles. When you're ready, take an inhale. Step the left foot back. Warrior 1. Just like we did on the other side, focus on the hip alignment facing forwards. Take an inhale, squeeze the ears with the top of the arms. Bend into that front knee, 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more breath. Inhale. Good. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back to a high plank. Good. High plank position, chaturanga, first one of class. Let's drop the knees down. Lower your chest halfway. So squeeze those elbows into the ribs. We're going to hold it here. In 3. Nice, everybody. Make sure you got that 90-degree bend in that arm. In 2.
Lovely, let's push back up into upward facing dog. Top of the feet into the floor. Upward facing dog, nice job. Exhale, fold over the toes, downward facing dog. Take an inhale, float the right leg up to the sky, 3-leg down dog. Exhale, right knee to right elbow, crunching through. Good, point the toes backwards. Exhale, 3-leg down dog, hold. Inhale, so shifting through that high plank sequence. Good, everybody. We're doing that one more time. Looking down at the mat, inhale, right knee to right elbow, tap, point the toes back. Exhale, 3-leg down dog, lovely. Step the right foot down, left side, give it a go. Inhale, lift up. Take the exhale, release the breath. Good, next inhale, high plank, left knee, tap, left elbow, point the toes. Exhale in 3, working our obliques. Inhale, high plank, left knee, elbow tap. In 2, big breath as you push back. Last one, inhale, knee to elbow. Exhale, lovely, set the left foot down. Inhale to high plank. Drop your knees, lower down, chaturanga, so that halfway lower. Upward facing dog, shoulders back. Good, exhale, downward facing dog. Take an inhale, right leg floating up, point the toes. Exhale, step forward, warrior 1. Squeeze your ears, take an inhale. Exhale, hands behind you, down to the mat. High plank hold in 3, squeeze. In 2, lovely. In 1, chaturanga from our knees or from our toes. Upward facing dog. Woo. Exhale, downward facing dog. Working into those triceps already, left leg floating up, inhale. Exhale, warrior 1. Step forwards, back heel. Let's remember that position of that back heel. Hips are forwards in warrior 1. Squeeze your ears, inhale. And then continue, arms behind you. Exhale, hands to the top, foot to the back, high plank. Full chaturanga from those toes, and we can test that balance, that core. Upward facing. Good job, everybody. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe here for 2 rounds of breath in your downward facing dog. Let's just dangle that head forwards and backwards, left and right. Forwards and backwards, left and right. Nice work. And then slowly come down to tabletop, knees to the mat. And just give yourself a bit of a squishy cow moment. So drawing the rib cage close to the hip on the same side. Nice, in 3. In 2. In 1, moving through that spine. We're going to inhale, push the belly down. Lift the chin, lift the eyebrows up. Exhale, round through the spine. Tuck the chin into your chest. Inhale, belly down, chin up. Drawing that breath in. Exhale, rounding through the shoulder. One more time. Inhale, belly down, chin up. Exhale, cat pose. Now, if anyone has any problems with the wrists, come to your neutral spine position. If anyone at any point feels a bit too much pressure in the wrists as we're holding a downward facing dog, or in the tabletop position, or even in your chaturanga, when we're lowering down, that's a lot of pressure in the wrists. What you can do is just practice coming down to the elbows in some of the positions, okay? So even in tabletop, just lower down to your elbows. Just remember, it's your practice. So if you feel any discomfort, find that modification that works for you. So in our tabletop position, we're going to float the right leg backwards, point the toes, and then flex that foot. Point the toes, and then flex the foot. And then gently begin to float your left arm up, reaching long. Now I want your left arm to come close to the ear. I don't want it out to the side. Close to that ear, and then thumb pointing up, so we're externally rotating that hand. Nice adjustments, everybody. Hold it there in 3. Find your balance in 2.
Nice. In one, we're going to bring that hand to the knee. Keep your back flat. Exhale, reach long. So not rounding the spine this time. We're going to bring the knee, touch the hand, push back. So notice if you're watching, my spine isn't moving much. It's just the right hand. So the left hand and the right leg in 3. Good. Look down. Right, and looking at your right thumb into. I feel like I've said that a lot already. In 1. Lovely. Come back to center. Squishy cow, left to right. And then over to the other side. Come to stillness. Engage your core even here. Float the left leg back. And then flex the foot. So that means point the toes. Or keep the foot flat. And then point the toes in 3. Good. So we're working that dorsiflexion in the ankle. For swimmers, this is especially important when we're kicking. We want that flick at the end of our kick, don't we? So this is really important, making sure the ankle is moving correctly. Got no niggles with those ligaments. And then come to stillness, right arm up, floating up. Pause, breathing in and out through the nose. When you're ready, knee tucks in, place it onto the hand. And then exhale, reach back. Inhale, knee to hand. Exhale, reach back. Now notice, remember that spine is staying still. All coming from that core. Lovely. One more time. And then tabletop. Good. Draw the knees out wide. Come into your child's pose. Reach the arms long. And then bring the forehead down to the floor. Find a few long breaths. Take a long body reach to the left side now. Find a few moments of stillness. And then walk the hands all the way to the right. Good. Wander back to center. Take an inhale to tabletop. And then meet me in downward facing dog. So tuck the toes, hips up high. Downward facing dog. Take an inhale, float the right leg to the ceiling. Exhale, step between the hands, drop into the back knee. Keep your hands on the floor. Nice. Take the foot behind you, make sure it's flat, look behind, breathe into the stretch in the hip. Good, nice everybody. Reach the arms up above the head, take an inhale, just like we did in that warm up. Exhale, let's open that chest, let's pull into that back bend. Find a bit of balance here. In 3, nice. In 2, good. In 1, hands to the back, and then sweep them forwards. Inhale up. Exhale, cactus the arms. Continue to draw them back and down. Good. One more time. Inhale up. Cactus the arms. Exhale. Good. Hands to the top of the mat. Swivel that right foot backwards all the way. Drag it across the mat. And then lift up to your high plank. Lovely. Or your elbow plank. Okay, remember those wrists. Important. In 3. Breathing in 2. Nice. Drop your knees on 1. Chaturanga. Lower the chest halfway. Elbows at 90 degrees. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Lovely, everyone. Left side leg floating up. Inhale. Exhale. Step to the hands. Drop the back knee. Good. Pause for a moment. So shimmy into this position. Just letting the hip warm up here. Always look behind as well. Check the leg is straight. When you're ready, reach up. Inhale. Open the chest. Exhale. Good. Hands to the floor. Find your balance. Inhale. Arms up. Exhale. Cactus. Open that chest. Find your back bend. One more time. Sweep the mat from back to front. Inhale. Exhale, lovely. Hands to the top. Pull that left ankle down the mat, all the way to high plank. Good, take an inhale. And exhale, downward facing dog. Good, inhale, lift up the right leg. Exhale, warrior two, big stance, power position here. So check that alignment of your front knee. Back toes out 90 degrees, arms forwards, palms facing down. Power stance, nice. Check the gaze, make sure your shoulders are over your hips. Breathe here, building that strength with our right glute. Good, our glutes and our quads. So quads are on the top, glutes are at the bottom. Take one more breath. Nice job. Can we straighten that front leg? Take an inhale. Exhale, bring the hands down to the mat. Turn the left hip forwards and then drop the left knee down, bend into the right knee. Good. Take an inhale, arms above the head, broken crescent lunge. Exhale, hands to the mat. Lift the left knee off the floor, low lunge. Good, and then forwards and backwards rocks in 3. Really working into those hips to start, everybody, in 2. Nice, in 1, let's drag that right foot all the way to the back of the mat, keep it on the floor. High plank hold, nice, take an inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, left leg float up, inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Good, look forwards. Find that nice position. Good, big long stance, palms facing down. Take a few more breaths. Flare those fingers out like you're high-fiving the floor. Good. Get into those hips, nice. Wiggle from side to side. Make sure the big toe, you can see it. One more breath here. Building that strength, nice job. Take an inhale, straighten that left leg. Exhale, begin to cartwheel the hands down, then turn the hip to face forwards. Drop the back knee. Bend into the left leg. Nice. Take an inhale, reach those arms up. And exhale behind you. Good, down to the mat. Inhale the right knee off the floor. Low lunge, forwards and backwards rocks in 3. Nice, in 2. Listen carefully, in 1. Come back up to that warrior 2 position. Turn your left toes to the right. Ooh, we're into our star position now. Good. Reach the arms up, take an inhale. Exhale, push the hips backwards, cross the hands. Our Michael Phelps move. Inhale, come back to standing. Exhale, cross the other way. Good, keep that going, everybody. Inhale to star. Exhale to cross. One more time. Good, as you exhale and cross the hands now, I want you to release the hands to the mat and then walk the feet forwards and inwards an inch or so. And then gently rock from right to left. Keep the hands or the fingertips on the floor. Shifting left, shifting right. Nice. Hands on the hips, squeeze the abdominals, come all the way up. Turn your right toes to the right. Warrior 2 to the back. Good. Going around the mat. Palms facing down, remember that position. Take an inhale, look forwards. Exhale, cartwheel down to the floor. All should be facing the back of our mat now. Step back to high plank, chaturanga. Let's squeeze that core. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Just listen to my cues. Exhale, warrior 2 with that left leg. Good, look forwards, take an inhale. And an exhale. Inhale, straighten the left leg. Bring the left toes to the right. Wide leg Paschimottanasana. Good, so in that star position. Bend the right leg. Bring the right toes to the right. Warrior 2, facing the front of the mat now. Nice. If we come all the way around, good job. If we got a bit lost, don't worry. Take one more breath here, inhale. Cartwheel down, exhale.
Good, high plank, squeeze that core. Chaturanga, lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Good, knees to the floor, puppy pose. Arms long, forehead rests. Arms reaching. In 3. In 2. In 1. Lovely, shift forwards. Drop down to your elbows, everybody. Palms can face down, or you can bring the hands together. Going into a bit of practice with our inversions now. So I'm going to recommend that your palms press down, okay? We've got a bit of space between those hands. Now, what I want you to do is bring the top of the head to where the hands are, in that line there. And then lift up the hips, walk the feet as far forwards as you can. Working that strength in the neck and shoulders. Now, where those elbows are, I want you to bring the hands to that position. Gently swing the hands back into where the elbows were, okay? This is a really good tripod position for our headstand practice. And then gently bring the knee to the elbow on one side and then the other. Squeeze your abdominals. If you're practicing with a wall behind you, fantastic. And then when you feel comfortable, remember, pressing the hands into the floor, making sure the elbows don't way out to the side. Gently float one leg up and then the other foot down. Practice kicking the leg up, pointing the toes, squeezing the core, squeezing the inner thighs. Give it a little go. About 5 to 10 seconds. Take it nice and slow, everybody. Start gently, lift the leg, one then the other in 3. Nice. In 2. Maybe if you're practicing with a partner, someone can hold the legs up. And then you can practice again. In 1. Nice job, everybody. For everyone who's practicing on their own, come into a child's pose. For any partners, let's switch around. So other chance. Good, squeeze those abdominals. In 3. In 2. Oh, I see everyone practicing a little bit more. In 1, nice job. Come into child's pose. Well done. Knees out nice and wide, arms reaching forwards. 5 rounds, floating the breath and the hands away from the floor. And as you exhale, release the elbows down. So starting now, inhale, elbows and hands lift. Exhale, elbows and hands touch. Inhale, elbows and arms lift. Exhale, elbows and hands touch. 3 more just like that, everybody. Good, 1 more time. Nice job, let's rise up to tabletop. Tuck the toes under, downward facing dog. And then walk your hands backwards to the feet, ragdoll pose. Grab the elbows, release that spine. And then slowly roll up to standing. Shake out the legs. Water break is now. Okay, so take a sip of water. Good job so far, everyone. Give those legs a bit of a shake, arms a bit of a shake. When we're in standing position, we're going to move into our Vrikchasana pose, our tree pose. So let's start with the leg lifted. Don't use those hands just yet. Hands away, okay? Take a few breaths here. Nice, and then circle that ankle in 3. In 2. In 1, bring it to the inner thigh. Use the hand if you need it. Woo. Find that balance, and then bring your hands to heart center. Push the shoulders back, lift the chest up. Nice. Focus on your breathing. Good, one more breath. Now I want you to release that leg. Don't touch the floor, and I want you to wrap it around the leg that's on the ground, or the foot that's attached to the ground. Sorry, wrap the leg that we just used around the leg that's still good. Reach the arms up. Now begin to sit into that position, into eagle wrap arms with tree pose position in 3. Good, so notice the bottom should be pushed backwards. We should be bending into that standing leg in 2, hands to heart center. In 1, let's unwrap that leg, take an inhale, step back, warrior 2, exhale. Good, take an inhale, look forwards, palms down, exhale, hands to the mat, step back to downward facing dog. Walk the hands backwards to the feet, roll up the spine, and then reach that right knee off the floor, inhale. Step forwards to the top, exhale. Good job. Other side, left knee inhale, and then circle that ankle in 3. Good, challenging that balance there, everybody, in 2. And then 1, left foot to inner thigh. Good, hands to the side, then to heart center. Think about your shoulders now, relax the shoulders. Standing up tall. We're going to do exactly what we did, or exactly the same, but just on this side. Good, release that foot, don't let it touch the floor. Wrap it around the right leg. Good, then swing the arms up, take an inhale, bend into that standing leg. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, you're doing such a good job. One more breath, inhale. Woo, exhale, come up to standing. Take a deep breath in. Step back, exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, hands to the mat. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice work, everyone. And then slowly lower down to the knees into tabletop position. Good, so readjust that stance, floating the right arm to the ceiling, take an inhale, and then back and down, exhale in 5. So all that's moving is that shoulder and the right arm in 4. Nice, think about squeezing your abdominals here in 3, in 2, in 1, change arm, left arm up, simple twist, inhale, and then roll back and down, exhale in 5, in 4, in 3, good, in 2, in 1, lovely. Come up to kneeling position into camel pose. So hips in line with our knees, also the shoulders. So our spine, okay, is all stacked. Lovely. Now we're going to tuck the toes. So we focus on a bit of our back bend sequence already. Camel pose is simply where we touch both ankles. I'll talk you through it though. Okay, so we're lifting that chest up. So I want you to gently look forwards, keep your chin parallel to the floor, and just twist through that spine. See if you can touch the ankles. They should be on our tiptoes. Feet should not be flat right now. Feet should be on the tiptoes. So we've got a little bit of a lift here. Nice, and with your hips, we want the hips to stay facing forwards. Now I want you to reach your right arm back. See if you can touch the ankle, and then lift the left arm up towards the ceiling. If you feel comfortable, come down to the, your palm is resting into that crease of the knee, the heel. Then look up to that left hand in 3. Nice, push those hips forwards in 2. Good, in 1, let's go to the other side. Left hand back, reach it towards the heel. Right arm up, find that gentle back bend in 3, look up in 2. Nice, everybody in 1, couple the hands down to the mat, untuck the toes, and then bring the forehead to the mat, rounding through that spine. So help gently extending that spine, finding that reset. Take one more breath. Lovely, let's squeeze the core.
Come back to that camel pose. Now, for those of you who feel comfortable bringing both hands back, give it a go. Otherwise, just practice one side and then the other side. So for those of you who are going to do both sides, let's tuck the toes under. Let's reach the right hand back and then the left hand back. For those who are just sticking with one side, reach that right hand, lift the left arm. Breathe here for 3. We've got both hands on the ankles. Think about pushing the hips forwards, lifting that chin up. In 2. Good. In 1, swing the hands forwards. Release. And let's practice with the other hand. Left hand backwards, right arm up. Either hold here or take the right hand back. Touch the knee, touch the heels in 3. Good. Push the hips forwards, lift the chest. In 2, squeeze the shoulder blades together. In 1, lovely. Left hand forwards and down. Right hand forwards and down, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Just let that spine lengthen here, heel tap the floor. In 5. Nice, everybody, in 4. In 3. In 2. Good, in 1, let's come to a side plank position. So left hand stays on the floor, right arm and right foot are on the top. If this is too much in your wrists, lower down to the elbows. Okay, modify when you can in 3. Let's lift that top leg off the floor into side star pose. In 2, wherever you are, hands or elbows. Good job. In 1, come to high plank or elbow plank. We're going to go to that other side. So move on to the right elbow or right hand. Lift the left arm up. Look to the side, push the hip up slightly higher, lift that left leg in 3, in 2, good job, high plank or elbow plank in 1, and then slowly lowering the hips down to the floor. Sphinx pose, elbows in line with wrists, elbows in line with shoulders, palms facing down, then gently lift that chest up. Good, draw those feet together at the back, breathe in 3, in 2, lovely, in 1, push yourself back to downward facing dog. Take an inhale, float the right leg up to the sky. Exhale, look between your hands, step there, drop the back knee. Good, coming into lizard lunge. Let's walk the right foot out to the side of our mat. Bring the hands into the middle. Good, find a few rounds of breath here. Wiggle from side to side. And then come to stillness. Listen carefully. Float that left arm forwards and up. Maybe even the other arm in 3. Press that thigh into the ribs. In 2. Good job. Hands to the mat on 1. Swivel that right foot to the back. Tabletop position. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Left leg, inhale up. Exhale, step between your hands. Drop the back knee, broken crescent lunge. Walk the left foot out to the side. Lizard lunge. Good, wiggle from side to side. Give yourself a few moments. Find that freedom in the movement. In 3. Good, in 2. Come to stillness on 1. Here's that challenge. Let's lift the right arm up. Thumbs pointing up. Now squeeze your abdominals. Push the left rib cage into the thigh. Both arms forwards if we can. In 3. Good. In 2. Hands to the floor on 1. Woo, nice job. Let's draw that left foot back to tabletop and then gently rolling onto your back. Bring the knees into your chest. Nice work, everybody. Good job so far. And then gently take those feet out wide into your nice happy baby pose. Just feel your back on the mat, feel your shoulders relaxing. Feel that stretch in the inner thighs. Good, and then listen carefully. Let's bring those legs together against that imaginary wall. Looking up to your toes, squeeze the inner knees and inner thighs together. With both hands, if you can reach to the big toes, by drawing them in line with your eyesight, either with legs straight or with a bend in the knees. Grab hold of those big toes and then begin to kick into the legs, keeping them as straight as you can. Pull those feet forwards and back in 5. Keep that control in 4. So small gentle rocks in 3. Good in 2. Preparing ourselves for our roll-ups in 1. Lay completely flat on your mat. Good, arms above the head. Like to shimmy into the middle of your mat on the top of the mat. Take a deep breath in. And as we breathe out, push that lower spine to the floor and then roll all the way up to a seated position. Try to keep those feet on the floor, touch the toes. Good. And then lower down, just like we did. Engage that core in 3, ankles to the ground in 2. Hands above the head, deep breath in. As you exhale, push that lower spine to the floor, engage your abdominals, and then reach forward. Watch those fingers reaching towards the toes. Nice job. One more time, everybody. Deep breath in. Press that lower spine into the floor. Roll up in 3, in 2. Good, in 1. From here, let's bring the left foot to the inner thigh. Seated figure 4. Reach those arms up. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out, reaching long, either to the floor on the side or to the big toe, the toes or the ankle. And then relax that foot. Nice. Take one more breath. Good, gently switch legs. Extend the legs first, then right foot to inner left thigh. Good, notice what this knee is doing on the side. We want it close to the floor as much as we can. Okay, reach the arms up, take a deep breath in. And then deep breath out, reach long. Good. In 3. In 2. In 1. Good job, come to seated, legs out in front of us. So we're gonna spin around the world. We've done this a few times. It's all about that coordination. So we're going to take the right leg over the left leg, pull it close, okay? And then with that leg that's out in front of us, we're going to bend the left leg, bring it to the right bottom cheek. Now, the aim is to have the knees somewhat in line, okay? Just depends on your anatomy in the hip. You might begin to feel that pull right here. So we're going to take both hands over to the left and then push your weight into your right foot. And then pivot on the left toes. Spin around the back of the mat. On the left toes, the right heel. And then lower down. That same position on the other side. Woo! Nice job. As we got there, let's have a thumbs up. Yeah, nice job. And then gently release those legs. We're going to go one more time, okay? So with the left leg, let's wrap it over the right. And then with your right leg, scoot it back. So you're bending into both knees. And then again, just check those knees are somewhat in line. Nice, hands to the side. Take a deep breath in, both hands to the right. And then continue that flow of movement. Lift your hips up. Pivot on the right toes, the left heel to the back of the mat and all the way around. Woo! See if you can meet me in that starting position. Nice job, everybody. Woo! And then gently release those legs, hands to the side. Gently window wipe those knees, left and right in 3. Good, in 2. Come to seated butterfly pose in 1. Bring the soles of your feet together. Then the knees come out to the side and they trawl through that chest. And then gaze forwards. And then maybe drop the ear from one side to the other in 3. In 2. In 1. Release the legs. Come back into that hollow hold, just like we did at the start of class. This time, I want you to keep your feet lifted off the floor for a bit more of a core challenge. Arms out in front, we're going to roll onto our back. Keep that position in your body. Come all the way up to seated. Woo! Inhale. Exhale in 3. Inhale to sit. Exhale, rocking back. In 2. Woo! Find that core strength. 1 more, everybody. In 1. Nice job. Legs out towards the mat. Shimmy the bottom into the middle. And then gently lower all the way down into a nice laid down Shavasana. Take a deep breath in through the nose and a deep breath out through the mouth. Focus on your breathing. Focus on that rhythm. Keeping your eyes closed. And if we can lay down flat on our mat, we're going to get the most benefits from this pose as we finish our session, our movement, our focus. And we're just going to draw our awareness to our breathing, that rhythm of our breath. You might start to feel tingling in the fingers, the toes. And also you might notice the breath becoming long and heavy. And just stay nice and still. Just feel your body resting on the mat right now. Finishing your day with pranayama breath work, with yoga, our movement work, and shavasana, our rest and recovery work. Just feel that wave of relaxation. Just flowing over the body. Helping to quiet our mind. Be really present in the now, this very moment. And then gently begin to wiggle the toes, the fingers, the neck, the head. Take deeper breaths in and out. And then in no rush, gently push yourself up into a nice seated position. And just like we started class, we're going to take that lift and lengthen in 3. Inhale to center. Exhale other side in 2. Good. Inhale to center. Exhale in 1. Holding this side, whichever side you're at. Try to push those knees closer to the floor. Good. Draw a big rainbow on the floor over to the other side. Float the other arm up in 3. Nice, everybody. In 2. And then 1. Hands to the knees. Roll the shoulders up and back. 3 times. Good, and then bring your hands heart center, bow the heads forwards. Good job, everybody. Well done for your practice this evening. Well done for showing up to your body and your mind and looking after your bodies. Remember, starts by moving your bodies. Namaste. Good work, everybody. Thank you all for joining. Okay, Martin, let's stay behind at the end, okay, and we'll have a little chat.
Good job.